What's the most uncomfortable question you can ask someone? Do you have a sister by chance? When are you going to get married / have kids? What kind of debt are you in? The Mayfair are currently fighting a turf war over the collection of said debt. It's made me pretty popular. Male nurse here. I'm always asking embarrassing questions to the female patients, especially if they're young. Are you currently sexually active? Do you have any STDs? Was asked by the charge nurse to discharge a 16-year female patient for vaginal discharge and to tell her how to clean / medicate herself. I told her no. Do you really want a guy to tell a young girl how to clean herself and to not have sex for 3 months while on meds? She agreed and did it herself. Hey, can we have a talk about your search history? Did you bathe properly today? This is a conversation I had to have with a coworker once. His smell was very distracting for everyone in the office. Guy's wife had died, and he just sort of stopped taking care of himself afterward. A couple of us got him set up with a therapist. He left the company shortly after for a less stressful job, but I saw on FB a while later the guy's doing much better. How come I wasn't invited? I was once invited to a party, at the end of which the hostess asked me, how do you keep finding out about these? That ducking stung. Never talked to them again. Are you uncomfortable? If they say no, then you should reply with, do you want me to make you uncomfortable? Have you seen our toothbrush? Why are you so quiet? Where's my hug? Lol, this gives me some flashbacks. After work on a Friday I was saying goodbye to one of my friends and I gave her a hug. Here comes Brett, hey, where's my hug? So I give him the biggest bear hug, the kind that traps their arms at their sides, and picked him up off the ground. There's your hug, Brett. My friend said he didn't ask much after that, but you bet your balls I'd tell Brett, hey Brett, I got your hug right here buddy, with outstretched arms. He would give me an uncomfortable look like, ooh gross. Yeah Brett, that's how you are making everyone feel. Are we still friends? Or, who's your best friend? Why does no one love me? Well, have you tried paying them with my kindness? If you come in the back office with me right now, just you and me, are you gonna be cool about it? Or be a snitch? Asked by my old boss at a grocery store. He just was offering me shots of Fireball because it was almost closing time on New Year's Eve. But that phrasing sounded kinda fishy. Why does everyone hate you so much? I hate this one so much. I lived in a small town so everybody knew everybody. High school was rough. I didn't know how to stick up for myself and soon became the scapegoat for bullies and rumors. Once our senior year hit, people matured a little and started being nicer to me. I made a lot of friends suddenly and all of them would ask, why does everybody hate you? You're not like they say. It was awkward because most of those people were the ones contributing to the rumor / bullying. What color underwear are you wearing right now? Weren't you pregnant? Edit. I seem to have struck a chord here. If I could give y'all a hug, I would. I ran into someone I hadn't seen since she was pregnant. Me. How's being a mom her? Oh. Not edit. I'll never ask again. Edit 2. Hope all the parents who endured miscarriages and stillborn are in a better place now. At a job interview, do I have to do a drug test? You do now. I actually asked this question once, and I was told if we tested everybody we wouldn't have enough employees. LMAO. To the gay couple, which one of you is the girl / boy? Can you tell me something about yourself? I once had a stranger tell me I saw fat and I was like, so what? You were checking out that jelly? Honestly had no clue what he was talking about because I seriously wasn't checking out anyone, but he kept insisting that I was and that I should stop denying it. The dude was like 40. What the duck was his problem? Ducking embarrassing man. Doctor. In front of parents. Are you sexually active? I'm not sure if it counts. But if someone asks you, hey, Can you move over a seat so I can be next to my friend? Especially if you thought the person asking you was your friend. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is why I hate interviews. I don't even see myself doing anything in an hour and they think I have 5 years planned already. WTF. On a scale of 1 to 10, how pretty do you think you are? It's bad because if you give yourself a high score, they'll assume that you're egotistical. And if you give yourself a low score, they'll either assume that you're insecure or that you're fishing for compliments. Do you think your friends ever regret meeting you? I saw an old high school acquaintance at a club once. She had always been super skinny in HS, but this night she had a very pronounced belly. I assumed since she had always been skinny and only had grown in her belly, that she was pregnant. She was not. Editing this after my BF insisted that I tell the whole story. I can't remember exactly how I asked her, but she replied in a half laugh that she wasn't pregnant. Me, thinking she was joking, replied, "Oh, just a big lunch then," while patting her stomach. Then I laughed and walked away. My cousin later told me what I had done and informed me that she had a 1-year-old and hadn't lost her baby weight. I will never do that again. As a male, I operate under a policy that the only time that you can ask a woman if she's pregnant is if she is in active labor and the baby is crowning. And even then you must exclaim surprise that you had no idea. Tell me about yourself. Windows has decided to shut down. Why is that clown following you? What do you think of me? Whenever someone says this to me, I'm always so puzzled and awkward about the whole thing. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Well, there's the divide. Many people ask the question more implying, tell me something that will make me feel you're sincere, but will flatter me vs tell me what you literally think. People like to be valued but not measured, seen but not observed, heard but not scrutinized, understood in the moment but not understood in totality. The former makes them feel significant, the latter reduced. Hey, we need to talk. This is the worst. Especially over text. Just reply, yeah, I think we do. Then you're both having an anxiety attack. Why don't you have any children? I was a chronic miscarrier. My son is a super duper miracle. No. Where are you actually from? Is it in yet? I was starting in 4th on a patient. She said something like, I was going to ask you if it was in yet. I didn't even feel it. I wanted to say something like, normally this is the worst thing for a man to hear so bad. But yeah, no. Professionalism. And on pregnant women, how far along she is depends on the person. For a lot of women, it's so when are you guys going to have a baby? I literally had to tell my mill that we are trying and that we haven't used protection for some time now. Embarrassed her enough to back off the topic forever. She's very old school. I've been ejaculating massive loads of semen into your daughter's vagina for several months now. The way to combat an awkward question is to provide an even more awkward answer. Best of luck to you too. By the way, edit. Please don't follow this advice. It's a dumb joke on the internet, and you risk ruining your relationships with loved ones if you actually follow my suggestion. Don't do that. Can we become best friends after meeting for 3 days? Why do people do that? People do that. Why do you have cut marks on your arm? I was telling someone about some good news I had recently gotten, and they said congratulations. But someone overheard only the last bit and immediately jumped to wait. Are you pregnant? In front of a bunch of other people. Never ask someone if they're pregnant. Wait until they tell you. Otherwise you could make things super awkward if they are pregnant, but they're not ready to tell anyone. They're trying but haven't been successful yet, etc. Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You are gay. Would you get that watch while you're standing next to someone at the urinal? Just have a casual conversation about anything. Corona, politics, grandparents, and ask immediately afterwards, anyway, how's your sex life? The room has taught me a lot about life. Have you ever considered plastic surgery? That's just insulting. Asking an introvert why are you so quiet? Well, apparently it's taboo to talk about how much money you make or anything about your financial situation, unless you're really rich. So that seems to make people pretty uncomfortable. In the US at least. Honestly, I don't get this. I'm super open about my financial situation. Granted, it's pretty easy to explain. Same. I currently make zero monies as a student. To someone you kind of know, but don't live with, do you know you talk in your sleep sometimes? Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.